Perhaps most compelling are the changes observed over time. Comparative analysis of images taken decades apart show subtle but unmistakable differences in these structures. Some towers appear to have been modified, expanded, or repaired. This suggests not abandoned ruins, but possibly active installations. The scientific implications are staggering. The materials visible in these structures show properties inconsistent with any naturally occurring lunar elements. Spectroscopic analysis suggests they are composed of metals and alloys that would be impossible to form through any known natural lunar process. Former NASA astronaut Dr. Jonathan Sterling, who has reviewed the leaked materials, stated in a private communication that the engineering principles evident in these structures would revolutionize our understanding of architecture, materials, science, and energy systems if they could be properly studied. But the question that haunts researchers most is, who built them? The leaked documents reveal three primary theories being investigated within classified NASA programs. First, they may be remnants of an ancient advanced Earth civilization that achieved space travel before being wiped out by some global catastrophe. A civilization so ancient that all traces of their technology on Earth have been lost to time. Second, they could be outposts constructed by non-human intelligences that have been observing Earth for thousands of years, using the Moon's far side as a perfect vantage point hidden from our view. Third, and perhaps most disturbing, they may be active bases still in use today, explaining the apparent modifications observed over time and the extreme secrecy surrounding their existence. The leaked documents include radar data suggesting hollow spaces within the lunar surface near these structures, vast chambers that could house entire communities, shield from radiation, or serve as hangars for spacecraft. Some of these chambers appear to extend miles beneath the lunar surface. What's particularly telling is how these revelations connect to other unexplained phenomena. The leaked files reference correlation studies between lunar anomalies and unidentified aerial phenomena observed in Earth's atmosphere. One document explicitly states that certain UAP exhibit identical material properties to the lunar structures, suggesting a direct connection. This may explain why governments worldwide have simultaneously begun acknowledging the reality of unidentified aerial phenomena after decades of denial. They're preparing us, gradually, for a much bigger revelation. The energy systems powering these structures remain the biggest mystery. Thermal signatures detected around the bases of these towers suggest they harness energy in ways that violate our current understanding of physics. One NASA scientist described it as possible zero-point energy utilization, technology that could revolutionize humanity's energy needs if understood. But perhaps the most chilling aspect of this story is the evidence of recent activity. The leaked documents include satellite tracking data showing unusual objects leaving the lunar surface from the exact locations of these structures, objects that then accelerate at speeds impossible for any known human spacecraft. The implications are clear. Whatever or whoever built these structures may still be using them, and they're coming and going from the Moon regularly. The Moon has been described in ancient texts as the watchtower, a perfect observation post from which to monitor Earth. If intelligent beings wanted to observe humanity without being detected, the far side of the Moon would be the perfect location, close enough to monitor us in detail, but permanently hidden from Earth-based observation. The question we now face is not whether these structures exist. The evidence confirms they do. The question is why those in power have gone to such extraordinary lengths to hide this information from the public. Perhaps the most telling clue comes from a leaked memo written by a senior NASA administrator. Confirmation of the artificial nature of these structures would constitute the most profound revelation in human history. The philosophical, religious, and societal implications cannot be overstated. Current societal frameworks are inadequate to process such information without significant disruption. In other words, they believe the truth would change everything: our religions, our governments, our understanding of human history, and our place in the cosmos. As more whistleblowers come forward and more documents leak, it's becoming increasingly difficult for agencies to maintain this secrecy. The truth about what's been hiding on the dark side of the Moon is finally coming to light. What do you think about these revelations? Are we being visited by intelligences using the moon as their base of operations? Were these structures built by a now-forgotten human civilization, or is there an even more extraordinary explanation? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. And remember, the next time you look up at the moon, consider what might be looking back from the side we never see. If you found this information mind-blowing, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the Hidden Archives, and hit the notification bell to be the first to know when we release new evidence about our hidden cosmic history. In 2021, a high-ranking NASA official was found dead in his home just 48 hours after contacting a journalist about civilization-changing information regarding the moon. His laptop and files were confiscated by federal agents within minutes of his death being reported. Officials called it a suicide, but his family insists there was no note, no warning signs, and his email to the journalist mentioned he was afraid for his life after what they showed us on the lunar far side. What you're about to see was never meant to reach the public. For decades, space agencies worldwide have hidden one of the most extraordinary discoveries in human history, clear evidence of artificial structures on the dark side of the moon. But in 2023, an unprecedented leak from inside NASA has finally exposed what they've been desperately trying to hide. I need to warn you, once you see this evidence, your understanding of human history and our place in the universe will never be the same. In 1994, NASA launched the Clementine spacecraft, officially to map the moon's surface. What most people don't know is that Clementine carried classified imaging equipment capable of penetrating beneath the lunar surface. When the mission was supposedly terminated after just a few months, insiders reported that the real reason was what they found hidden on the dark side of the moon. For years, these claims were dismissed as conspiracy theories until now. The recently leaked NASA documents and images you're about to see confirm what whistleblowers have claimed for decades. Enormous artificial structures exist on the far side of the moon, structures that are clearly not natural formations. The most compelling evidence comes from the Paracelsus C crater, located on the far side of the lunar surface where no Earth-based telescope can see. The leaked NASA photographs show what appear to be 7 massive tower-like structures, arranged in a precise geometric pattern. These towers, estimated to be over a mile high, cast shadows that follow mathematical patterns impossible for natural formations. Even more shocking are the high-resolution images showing what scientists describe as reflective surfaces on these structures, surfaces that appear to be metallic and reflect sunlight in ways that rock or dust simply cannot. Multiple NASA engineers who've analyzed these images have concluded that these structures exhibit intelligent design characteristics inconsistent with any known natural process. But here's where it gets truly mind-blowing. In 2019, China's Chang'e 4 mission became the first to land on the far side of the moon. While the mission was celebrated publicly, what wasn't revealed was that the landing site was specifically chosen to investigate these anomalous structures. The Chinese probe transmitted data for 3 days before all public communications mysteriously went silent for 2 weeks. When transmissions resumed, the probe had been moved to a different location, and certain scientific instruments were no longer functioning. Chinese officials provided no explanation for this anomaly, but leaked communications between NASA and the Chinese Space Agency reveal frantic discussions about unexpected findings and controlled information protocols. The leaked documents include testimony from Dr. Harlan Matthews, former NASA imaging specialist, who states, "What we're seeing in these structures defies conventional explanation. The geometric precision, the reflective properties, and the arrangement in relation to other lunar features suggests these are artificial constructions, not natural formations." What makes this even more compelling is the correlation with ancient texts from around the world. Sumerian tablets dating back 6,000 years describe lunar outposts constructed by beings who came from the stars. Ancient Sanskrit texts refer to celestial cities on the dark side of the moon. Native American star maps point to specific lunar coordinates that, remarkably, align exactly with where these structures have been found. For decades, these accounts were dismissed as mythology. Now, the physical evidence suggests These ancient cultures may have possessed knowledge that modern science is only rediscovering. But why would this information be suppressed? The leaked NASA documents provide a disturbing answer. Internal memos reveal a decades-long policy of concealing evidence of non-human technology to prevent societal disruption. One classified report explicitly states that public confirmation of advanced extraterrestrial structures in our immediate cosmic vicinity would fundamentally alter religious, economic, and geopolitical stability. In other words, the truth has been hidden because they don't think you can handle it. The structures themselves present engineering marvels that defy our current technological capabilities. Analysis of their positioning reveals they're arranged to withstand massive moonquakes and temperature fluctuations. Their placement also appears designed to remain hidden from Earth observation, suggesting deliberate concealment. Some of the leaked images show what appear to be entrance points, massive rectangular openings that lead inside these structures. Thermal imaging data shows temperature differences between these openings and the surrounding lunar surface, suggesting interior spaces protected from the extreme temperature variations of the lunar environment.